So I got the transmission out of my 6.5 diesel Suburban right now, and we're going to do some maintenance, 260,000 miles. So I've got the transmission out right now for a rebuild on my 96 Suburban, and on this truck, or this SUV, we've got a one-piece rear main, and we're going to knock that out right now. All you're going to need to get it out is some kind of impact with a 17mm socket and some kind of pick tool. As you can see, it's pretty thick. It will take some maneuvering to get out there, but once it's out, you're just going to need to grease this up a little bit, or Vaseline, anything to help get it to slide in there, and then tap it in, and your rear main's back in. So let's get her out. As you can see, I got one left, and then there's a little dowel pin to help hold it on, but this is a nice chunk of steel, so it will be a little bit heavy. Let's get that last one off. Like I said, with a 17. Wiggle it off. Now that's slow and steady. Alright, and then just make sure you set that exactly how it went on. Alright. See what we're working with here. Alright, as you can see, here's the seal. No, this is the seal. Well, I can't really tell. But as you can see, mine did have some oil, although it might be from the oil pan. It's hard to tell. But I actually had adapters leaking too, but it was a good thing this is out. Once I get this out, it don't look like it's going to be that too bad. Hardest part might actually be getting the seal out of this hole. So I'm gonna put the camera down and get to starting this. I just popped the rear main out. Just want everybody to see. That was me with that little pick thing and a screwdriver. Was getting nowhere, and so sometimes the right tools make all the difference. I went to AutoZone, grabbed this seal puller. Cost 15 bucks, I think. Had this thing out in like 4 seconds. So I spent like half an hour of my life with a screwdriver and a picker, versus if I just had the right tool, I might even have the trans on the way back in right now. So yeah, get the right tool. And you don't want this completely damaged when you take it out, because you're going to need it to you know, put right over the new one to kind of tap the new one in, so it's kind of goes in even. And so we're going to get some grease. We're going to get some white lithium grease. Here's my backup plan. My backup plan was to use the screws in the seal, screw it in, and then take a pair of pliers or whatever and yank it out. But the seal puller worked perfect. So first up, we're going to clean the surface, get some brake clean the surface up nice, and then we're going to put some white lithium grease on the inside of the seal, not the outside, on the very inside, just so it slides nice. And then so I'll put this way, on the inside right here is where we're going to put the some of the grease, so it slides on nice. And then that'll be that. And you can bolt the flywheel back on. But I'm glad that's out. I'm using CarQuest brake parts cleaner, and obviously this is just generic stuff. Get it wherever you are closest to or cheapest. And but yeah, I'm not gonna film this part because you guys kind of get the picture. Clean her up, and then we'll tap it back in. I got the new one in. It is completely flush with the motor, the engine. The original one right here was actually a hair further in, but I'm gonna leave this one like this because it is quite tight right now, and it's even all the way around. So if this leaks, I'd be very surprised. But all I did to install it was grease up the inside of the original one, push it in by hand as far as I could go. Then I put this on top like this. I just took a socket and I beat it with a small hammer or you know, whatever you got. I used a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, and that's all it took. Just a little bit of force, and I just went around. And then once it got close, it became a little bit tougher. So I took this off, and I just made it flush, and I went around, and that's how I got it right here. And it is good enough for government work, that's for sure. So I'm going to call that rear main seal done and get this done, and hopefully get this transmission up in here soon. So obviously the hardest part of this job is if you have the tool. The hardest part of this job is removing the old seal. If you have the tool, even that's not difficult. But really and truly the hardest part of the job is getting the transmission out of the way, which that's quite involved. But like I said, I just wanted to make a video here because there's nothing on YouTube yet for a 6.5 diesel, and there it is. So thanks for watching.